Hello everyone and welcome to Harv's World for episode 8 of Dalton Valley Farm. It's mid-autumn and we have got a lot to do. It's going to be a very busy day on the farm, let me tell you. For all of those days we had very little to do, today we have it all going on, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Looking at our map, we've got field 45, we've got field 20, we have field 18. All three fields are now ready to harvest. Look at that. We've got to get all of those fields in today because I'll tell you what, the weather is not in our favor. If we look at our weather right now, actually that's not our weather, this is. If we look at our weather right now, we're going to have a nice day today. Not too bad. Tomorrow the temperatures are going to drop dramatically. We could see snow tomorrow, and we haven't even had any rain. We haven't had any rain whatsoever. That's still bad. We did put that one crop in, and got stuck. Soil moisture is not in good shape. It's down to 4% leading into winter. Hopefully we'll have plenty of moisture over the winter to get this crop doing, or keep this crop doing what we need it to do. But for now, all we can do is try to get our harvest in off of our other fields. 4% here too, see? Before the frost hits. So, with that said, I am going to take care of a few orders of business. I would like to welcome Husman to the channel, our newest subscriber. Husman is number 85. We're up to 85 subscribers, so the channel is doing well. For just being around for a couple of months, I'm pretty proud of what we've accomplished. Also, one of the reasons that I started the world tour, and we're starting here on Dalton Valley Farm in Scotland, is because I wanted to learn something new about the world, about different countries around the world, and my intention was to share a little bit of info with you during every episode, but I kind of got sidetracked from that. So today, we're going to start it. And I've learned some interesting things about Scotland. Big fact of the day, and I'm looking at our sheep for a reason, there are more sheep in Scotland than there are people. Scotland has an outrageous number of sheep, far more than they do people, and on about 14,000 farms. So Scotland is a reasonably small country, but they are heavily into agriculture, and sheep is obviously something they do exceptionally well. So well, in fact, that this week, the highest price ever was paid for a sheep in Scotland. Someone paid 367,000 pounds. That equals about 485,000 US dollars for a Texel lamb. And they were paying for the genetics. This is not standard pricing for sheep in Scotland, mind you. This was a very rare and special sheep, but Scotland holds the record for the highest price for any sheep. Alright, that is our info for the world tour for this episode, and now we've got to get down to business. We have to get down to business big time. We've got to get some equipment. That's where we need to start. And the first thing we really need is a harvester. I've got one picked out that we are definitely using today. It's going to be this Massey Ferguson Delta 9380. It's a little bit of an older harvester, but it will do exactly what we need it to do in the fashion we need to do it. So let's grab that bad boy. I don't think I'm going to pay the extra for GPS, but that's a big expense. $14,535. We've only got $41,000 to work with. So this could get interesting. Now, obviously, we are going to need a header, and this will take the MF Power Flow header. So let's grab that header. Should be right about there. A 35-foot header or 10.7 meters. That's pretty good size. That's about exactly what we need. So we're going to lease that up for another $2,600. And because it's not going to walk itself down to the field, we need a header trailer. Going with the Leguan Quattro 40. We're going to lease that bad boy up also. Another 408. What does that put us at? 17 and a half-ish. And we're going to need something to haul grain with because we don't even have a grain trailer. And this being the UK, I believe the Baileys are going to be the way to go here. Probably the bigger of the two. And we will customize this so that we have the highest capacity we can get. I think that will suit us quite well. And we are going to lease that up. Okay, so now, unless I miss my mark, we should have a trailer. We should have a header trailer, and a harvester. Let's get down to the store and put those bad boys to work. It is still, it's not that early, it's 8 o'clock, but it is mid-autumn, so the sun is not coming up quickly. Now, speaking of animals, we do need to check in on our animals, our goats and our sheep. They are still doing quite well. And we want to check our crop prices. All of this is things we can be doing as we're harvesting, so we will get to that here in just a little bit. But it's about time. It really is about time that we had a big day on the farm. We've needed one. Unfortunately, it's all going to feel rushed and a little bit pressured because, well, we have basically one day to get it all taken care of. As long as the crop is off the field, that's all that matters. One issue that we have is the Lucerne field needs to be mowed. And so that's going to be a completely separate bag of chips, as they might say. Whoa. Now, whoever designed this shop should be drawn and quartered just a little bit because, well, you can see getting equipment getting the equipment here, it's awfully close to the building, so alright, let's see if, I don't know about you guys, but for me, header trailers are always a little bit hit or miss. Keep your fingers crossed, please, and thank you. I think I'm putting it on the right way. I guess we will find out. That would be a negative, Batman. Did that do it? I hope so. I really, really hope so. Time is ticking away. Yeah, it looks like it might be working for us. We're gonna find out. Let me get a helper to follow us down in the fent. Hopefully that'll work out for us. And it looks like the fent got crashed into. Yeah, that helper didn't do so well. That's okay. That's okay. The helper got it far enough. Far enough. Alright, let's drop this trailer right here. Go get that header trailer out of the way. And get this harvester working for us. All I want to do I'm just going to try to swing this right around into this little grassy knoll here. Perfect. Alright, we're just going to stop right there for now. Once this, there we go. Get our harvester unfolded. Let's make sure the straw swath is on. It looks like it is. And really, our crops are too wet? You've got to be kidding me. We haven't had any... It's a drought, for the love of God. How... yeah, so let's see. %, crop moisture, 4% soil moisture. So apparently we have to wait until the sun comes out a little bit more to dry the crops enough to be harvested. But we are going to leave everything parked right here. The question I have now is, and this is an important question, can I go get some mowers and mow that field of Lucerne while I'm waiting? Will it let me mow wet Lucerne? I'm gonna find out. Alright, fire these up. And I want them to windrow. Row like the wind. Oh, I should probably lower everything though. Are we down? Are we ready? Are we going? Oh, it's going to be one of those. There we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, outstanding. It is going to let us mow, so that saves our bacon just a little bit. And like I said, I don't care if this turns into hay. We will sell it as straight Lucerne. We've got no problem with that whatsoever. I just need it off the field today. Alright, that takes care of our Lucerne field. Let's get these mowers. Oops, shut down. Come on. There we go. Fold that one. Alright, back to the store. Get these mowers returned, grab that milling machine, and see what our Bailey trailer will do for us. And we'll check our canola again. If I can get a worker harvesting that, it would be great. We're going to find out. Going to find out. I'll see you down at the store. Okay, so I lied. Well, lie is an awfully strong word. I didn't intentionally lie. I was going to meet you at the store, but there wasn't really that much to do there except drop off the mowers and pick up the milling machine, and I did just that, and it seems to be working. Mostly. Oh my gosh, how did I got a piece of grass stuck in the milling machine? Really? Okay. Alright, hang on a minute. I've got to sort this out. I'll be right back. Alright, I think we've got that sorted. Good gravy. But as expected, the milling machine is doing exactly what I need it to do, as long as I keep driving in a straight line and down the windrow. And we are picking up standard Lucerne, no problem there. And I'm thinking we'll probably get at least 3 good trailer loads, about 120,000 liters off this field. That's kind of what it's looking like right now. Because we are filling up quickly. Gosh, we might get 4 trailer loads. There's a bit of grass right there, and I can't afford to pick up that grass. So I've got to like stay away from it. Hopefully stay away from it. If that means I lose out on 50 liters of Lucerne, then so be it. I'm going to lose out on 50 liters of Lucerne. I don't want to leave like little piles laying around the field though, but that's the great thing about the milling machine. Oh, there's more grass right there, and I don't want that grass. Don't get anywhere close to the grass. It's quick. It's really quick. It's efficient, but it's really easy to clog up the works on this thing. It really, really is. And there we go. We are full. And as this is dumping at the biogas plant, I will show you a little bit more about Lucerne and what I have. Oh, and I just passed it. Come on, Harv. Slow down. Take a deep breath. Get your poop in a group, buddy. And remember the grass. We don't want to scoop any grass. In fact, yep, no grass. No way. Okay, biogas right here. I guess it's a good thing I did not sell off the biogas plant after all. At least for now. Well, that was funky. In fact, before I dump this, we'll take a look and see. So if we look at our pricing right here, these two symbols here, Lucerne and Lucerne hay, that's what it has to be. And the biogas plant is paying 131 per 1,000 liters. So we will take what we can get. I'm curious about this one though. I have not nailed that one down yet. I'll And even if I go into our seasons menu, I think that might be this OSR straw, but I'm not completely sure of that either. Just don't know for sure. Anyway, the biogas plant is going to get our Lucerne. I don't know how much of it they can take at one time. I don't know how fast they process it. If it's like other biogas plants, it'll be 50,000 liters. And then we'll go get another trailer load. Bring it back and see how much of it we can get rid of. There is no way to store it. It will not go into the silo. I did discover that much. If I haven't told you that already, I might have told you that already. I'm not entirely sure. But if I didn't, we can't store Lucerne unless we bale it. And then if we're going to bale it, then we really need to turn it into Lucerne hay. Because I'm almost certain that it's going to function like grass, that if you leave it out, it's going to rot away. But all we care about right now is just getting it off the field. Look at that, we're running at almost 20 miles an hour. It's not even batting an eye, it's just picking it all up. We have a lot of Lucerne though, oh my gosh. We could end up losing some of it just because we don't have anywhere to put it. I'm not going to go back and ted it. Can't afford to do that at this point. Yeah, if the biogas plant isn't processing it fast enough, we might end up losing a lot of it. Yeah, we'll sort that out. And look at that. I mean, that's our second trailer load. Our second trailer load, and we still have so much more to pick up. I'm betting, I said 3. I think we're looking at 5 or 6. Easily looking at 5 or 6. And we're going to have to break off from this Lucerne once we can start harvesting the canola. The canola has to come in. That is our cash crop. That's where we are expecting to make our real money. And we can't afford to lose that crop. So if we lose some Lucerne, so be it. But we need the canola. And that's what I was afraid of. 50,000 liters. We've still got 15,000 in this trailer that we can't do anything with, but I'm going to run back and fill it up again. We already know the biogas plant is not processing our Lucerne fast enough to unload. Although I am curious about one thing. The biogas plant pays $4.50 for silage. Can you make silage out of Lucerne? Is that even a thing? Let's find out. Oh my gosh, yes we can. That is exactly what we needed. Okay, we're making silage, baby. Now we can keep pulling Lucerne off the field. And we'll get paid a heck of a lot more for it. A heck of a lot more. Alright, I'm sorry I dumped that first trailer and a half in now. Okay, I just got the last of the Lucerne off the field. I've been running Lucerne down to the biogas plant, dumping it in the bunker, and good news just now, about half an hour ago, at 2:30, our crops became dry enough to bloody harvest, and I have got a worker over there harvesting right now. Well, I need to get the last of this Lucerne down to the biogas plant. In fact, I'm going to drop this mill loader right here, or loading, or yeah, milling machine right here. I'm going to get that sent back. I'll need it again at another time, but not until we're ready to start moving that silage. And there's going to be a lot of silage, which is a good thing. Good thinking there, Harv. And look at all of that straw that we're going to need to bale also. But be that as it may, our silage is going to pay us a lot more at the biogas plant than this Lucerne would have. And for those of you who don't know about silage or haven't made silage before, it's actually quite a simple process. You can harvest grass. Apparently you can harvest Lucerne. You could whole crop your crops with a forage harvester, or you can chop a cornfield with a forage harvester. Dump it into a bunker silo like I've been doing right now all afternoon, all morning actually, and part of the afternoon. And I will show you exactly what I mean one more time. I'm actually quite sorry that I just dumped Lucerne into the into the biogas plant now, but hey, this is a bunker silo. It's just open-ended with two walls on either side. It does have to be specifically designed to be a bunker silo, just FYI, but you just unload here and whatever you're hauling turns into chaff. It's just called chaff. It's no longer Lucerne. It's not Lucerne chaff. It's just chaff. It's not corn chaff. It's just chaff. Whatever you're hauling, grass. It's no longer whatever it was. It's now chaff. And once all that's been dumped into the bunker silo, your next task is to compact it. All you got to do to compact it is drive over it. And believe it or not, having a trailer attached helps. We should be able to compact this fairly quickly and then get our trailer down there to unload our harvester. Assuming I can drive, which I think we all know at this point that I cannot. I will have gotten myself wedged in. Oh yeah, let's swing that trailer around. It's a lease. It's not our trailer. We get to send it back when we're done. We'll shred those tires. Anyway, to compact, you know, when you pull into the bunker silo, if you look in the upper left-hand corner of the screen right now, you can see compacting 49%, 50%. And all you got to do is just drive over it. And surprisingly, interestingly, in the real world, it's the exact same thing. You dump your chaff into a bunker silo, not too different from this one, and you just drive over it with something heavy. The point being, you're trying to get as much air out of the chaff as possible. You don't want any air getting into your silage. And so you just keep driving over it back and forth as much as you can. And we're looking for 100% compaction. That is our goal here. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't need to be all nice and neat and flat on top and whatever other crap with your, you know, it just has to be 100% compacted. And having this trailer actually really does help quite a bit. The heavier the vehicle you can find to drag over this, the faster it's going to compact. You can do it pretty much with any vehicle, but you know, you get a small truck. If you were using our McCormick, it would take you a long time. But this big Fendt with the big trailer, it's actually going very, very fast. Much faster than I'm used to. Did a lot of corn silage on Pacific Northwest. If you were following that, you saw a lot of cornfields get chaffed for silage. And this ought to do it. There we go, 100% compaction. We can jump out, walk up to our pile, and we blanket that sucker up. And now it starts the fermenting stage, and it's going to sit there and ferment until it becomes silage. How much did we have in there? I forgot to look. No, it's not going to tell me until it's done now. I think it was probably 250,000 liters or so, at least 200,000. Alright, time to get back to our canola field and actually use this trailer for what we got it for to begin with. Harvesting canola. And we need to get that, I think it's a barley field that we've got here. We need to get that barley field in today too. Hopefully our worker is shredding that field right now. I haven't gotten any alerts that said he's blocked by anything, so he or she. Always have to qualify that. I'm not very good at just making sure I don't. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I think the harvester may be full. That's my guess anyway. Doesn't look full though. Nope, definitely not full. It does not unload very quickly though. Let's see if I can figure out what I did wrong here. I probably should have had it as smooth. Maybe that was it. Let's see what happens if I tell this person to drive course now. Stick with this harvester for just a little bit, but while we're doing that, we can actually take a look at some menus and find out where we're at and what we're doing. And what I really want to see right now is who's buying canola, and holy shnikes, that's a great canola price. 2,100 and going up. So I probably just want to store our canola to see how much this price is going to increase. It's getting awfully late in the day though. Let's look at our seasons menu, shall we? Canola. So our canola prices right now are really reaching the ceiling. So I think we just need to go ahead and sell, but I want to sell it all at one fell swoop. I don't want to like start artificially decreasing the price. Okay, good to know. Let's take a look at our animals real quick. They're doing exceptionally well. Goats. We had 31. We are up to 48. We've got lots of goats in the stable. We've got almost 4,000 liters of goat milk. That is very good. And we still have more pregnant goats, so we have got more goats on the way. We're gonna max out our goats here pretty quick, I think. But yeah, we've got more goats. We got a goat probably coming in again, another goat coming in today, and I'm sure there's more than that. Now if we take a look at our sheep, they're doing well. I haven't been over to clean out their pen today, but we've got multiple pregnant sheep too. The last time I checked, it was about 75. I left the gate open. This harvest is just not going to work with me today, is it? Not going to work at all. And I think at this point he's probably just going to track around what he's already done because we had to regenerate the course, but that's okay. All right, we got our canola done. It's in. This field is complete. We need to bale the straw, but otherwise, canola is done. And it's so dark, there's not much else we can show today. Gonna keep on working though. I still need to get that last barley field in while I've got this equipment leased. Gonna try to get that done before midnight so I don't have to pay additional days fees on this stuff. But I think that's going to do it for this episode of Dalton Valley Farm. It has been a long, eventful day. We have done a lot of work. Very good work. Actually managed to do just about everything we set out to do, and before the day is done, I will have that barley in also. I really want to find out how much this canola is going to pay. It's over $2,000 for 1,000 liters right now, so I'm hoping that nets us a good chunk of change. In fact, let's just look real quick. See, how much canola did we end up with? 79,600 liters plus another 3, so about 83,000 liters. Can't complain about that. 83,000 liters off this field, not too shabby at all. And if it's at 2,000, we're looking at, yeah, 160 to 170,000 dollars. So we are going to be sitting okay after this, as long as I don't wreck this tractor again. Anyway, I really do think that's going to do it for us this episode of Dalton Valley Farm. Much more action packed than the last ones have been. A lot to get done, and I still don't think we got as much done as we should have, but we gave it a good serious try. I really appreciate you coming along for the ride. If you found the episode enjoyable, do me a favor. Be a buddy, be a pal, be a friend, and hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. And until next time, take care.